What's going on, guys? We're back for another great D&D 5e book. It is Mordenkainen presents Masters of the Multiverse. It's one of my favorite books because it adds a few intricacies that D&D 5e doesn't have in the base player's handbook, which I'll show you right here. It is 30 plus races. I think it's 30 specifically, but we're going to go through all of them. We're also going to check out some of the added bestiary that's been added to the book itself. A lot of them are the same with a few alterations, and then I think they have a few of them that aren't in the base game as well, the player's monster manual. Um, but yeah, if you look at it in chapter 1, it goes straight into fantastical creatures. It goes a brief overview of them. It also talks more about the languages that they speak, how they might be affected in creation. But if you look at it like, if you've ever wanted to play a fucking bird, and not even a bird, but a fucking eagle, the most patriotic of them all, you have that opportunity with Eric Kokra. Now, I believe Eric Kokra cannot wear armor because of their wings, but they can fucking fly. So that's an added thing. It says you can't use this flying speed if you're wearing medium or heavy armor. So there you go. You can wear the armor or you can fucking fly. Which one is it? I'd rather fly. Um, that's pretty fucking cool. Azamar, which are they just straight up angels? Azamar can rise among any of the population. Yeah, you're descendant from a celestial being or infused with heavenly power. Azamar are mortals who can carry a spark of the upper planes with their souls. Yeah, it's pretty fucking. I mean, they have so many options here. You can be a fucking bugbear, bro. You could be a bugbear. You could be a centaur. You could be a changeling. Literally shapeshift into anything that you want to. A deep gnome has been added to this. Draugr, which, I mean, I don't know. A Draugr dwarf. And Ladrin. Fairy. Furbolg. Ganassi, which they have different types of Ganassi. You could be a Githyanki, just like in Baldur's Gate 3. You guys know that race. A Goliath, just like Mox Machina. You could be a fucking goblin. Harengon, they seem kind of fun to be. I mean, it would be fun to play as one. I just mean like you're like Bugs Bunny, you know, or a hobgoblin. A Kenku, it's like a giant bird crow looking thing. Pretty cool. Cobalt, the art behind the Cobalt's pretty cool. Lizard folk, which, I mean, I guess you look more like an iguana in that case, if I'm understanding this right. Oh, you gain some health back from Hungry Jaws, it looks like. You gain temporary hit points equal to your proficiency bonus. You can use this trait a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Natural armor, too. That's interesting. You could be a Minotaur. You could be a full-blooded orc. No more half fucking orcs. Half-blood orcs. You're a full orc now. You could be a satyr. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. You could be a sea elf, dude. Who doesn't want to be Aquaman? There you go. Aquaman for days. You could be a Shadowkai. It's pretty cool. Shadowkais come from the Shadowfell, which gives you some type of, you know, drawn to the Dread Realm by the Raven Queen. Over centuries of them have continued to serve her, while others have ventured into the material plane to forge their own destinies. That could be your backstory. Shadowkai have ashen skin tones, and while they're in the Shadowfell, they also become wizened, reflecting the somber nature of the gloomy plane. Like other elves, Shadowkai can live to be over 750 years old. I just had a little speech impediment there. You could be a shifter. Shifter, what does that mean? You can assume a bestial appearance. Yeah. So you can turn into a different animal as a shifter. Tabaxi, you look like the guy from Cheetos. But it's just I mean, what is this really? It's a Khajiit, essentially a Khajiit from Skyrim. A turtle, be a fucking turtle. Turtles have a base armor of 17 already, and your dex modifier doesn't affect this number. You can't wear light, medium, or heavy armor, but you have like one of the best armors in the game already just by being a turtle. A Triton, which, I mean, again, it's like Aquaman. That's all I see there. You have resistance to cold damage. It's pretty cool. You have dark vision up to 60 feet. That's pretty crazy there. A Yuan-ti, a basic, I guess a serpent type. I guess they're originally humans would transform themselves into serpent folk through ancient rituals. Most Yuan-ti were corrupted into monsters by those rites, but some Yuan-ti instead became a new people who mix characteristics of humans and snakes. It's not bad. Now if we look into this tomb for the bestiary, we're getting a lot of heavy hitters here. These are going to be more for your higher levels, like an Aloon would have. I mean, an Aloon having 150 hit points is already going to explain, like, this is not for a level 1. These are some more difficult creatures that you might come across later on in the game. I wouldn't necessarily call them bosses. I mean, some of them really are straight up, like, they come across as bosses. But, yeah, I mean, a Babau? Yeah, that's a boss, man. That's a fucking boss if I've ever seen one. Baphomet's in here. That's gonna be a boss. Oh, they got a bard in here. What happens if you fight a bard? A brewer hag? A black guard? Just look at some of this art. So yeah, Monsters of the Multiverse is a definite added benefit to your games if you want one. I suggest getting it. Like, why not? It's just more monsters and more races for you to play around with. The art is really well done. I keep talking about the art, but obviously you want something good to look at. Demigorgon! Shit, dude. I like this book. I think people should get it. It looks nice. There's more drow characters. Draugr. Got some elementals you could fight. So yeah, you got some crazy ass creatures mixed in with some other personalities here. Some of them are bosses, some of them are just monsters that you wouldn't have come across just in the basic monsters manual. So yeah, I think you should definitely pick it up if you can get a physical copy. Go to your local game store and pick one up. And if you like this video, please like it. Please comment. Tell me what you think. If you have any opinions or any perspectives that you might want to add, any questions. And please check out my other videos for this playlist I'm doing. I'm going to be doing more in-depth videos regarding D&D 5e books. So you guys, when you go shopping, you'll have something to type reference to. I'm going to give you a better idea of what you're getting, because a lot of these books are usually packaged in a way where you can't even open them up. But I'm all for people adventuring and having a game to play with their fellow friends in person in the day of technology. I think it's better to have fun on a table than on a screen. As much as I do have fun on a screen myself, I would prefer doing this with people. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks again. Bye.